Well, after all the ups and downs, we could be about to embark on an epic three-horse title race. A result against Copenhagen today would put us back in the mix before the second leg of our Danish Cup semi-final, and that one is the one we're still chasing. Yes, hello and welcome along to part 38 of Rebuilding Viborg with me, Daniel. This is probably the penultimate episode of the series, and what a one it could be. It's triple header time. We face Copenhagen and Nordsjaelland away from home in the Danish Superliga. We are separated by 4 points, but if we win our game against Copenhagen today, there will be 2 points between the three of us with 4 games left. We then face lower league opposition, albeit a side that have already won the league and got promoted in the Danish Cup semi-final second leg. We hold a slender advantage going into the home tie, and it's the one domestic trophy we haven't won. So if you're looking forward to all of that and seeing if we can get on course for a domestic double, then please do put a thumbs up and subscribe for daily FM22 content. We've got an epic finish to the season coming tomorrow with Brighton in our other save. You can find that story so far in the eye above, as well as other key playlist links, the Twitch channel, and our latest top 3, which gives you my best rebuilding challenges for FM23. And then down in the description below, ways to support the channel and all the links to other platforms too. But thank you very much for coming along as always, as we've got to run straight into 3 games because this should be pretty epic. Let's go and have a look at the schedule to see what's been going on. Not a huge amount. We've kept it relatively quiet. We've still been planning as we would normally off the pitch. A few new contracts, a few other bits. But we're starting to score goals. We're starting to look good again. That Nordsjaelland win really gave us confidence. And albeit we've played weaker sides since then, we have started to find our goal scoring touch, which is the thing that had been missing previously. So we started that with a 5-1 win away at Randers, a hat-trick for Novicki, who's really coming of age. Harbo and Park got 1 apiece. A 3-1 win at home to Esbjerg. Hackford scored, a miracle in itself. Rothman and Carter with the other 2. A 3-0 win at Bromby. Hackford, Park and Rothman among the scorers there. And then a 1-0 win away from home in the Cup. Park scored after an early red card, but it almost harmed us in the end because we were getting in at will the first 10 minutes and then they just sat really deep behind the ball. So in the second leg, I'm hopeful we can win. But we're probably going to have to rotate a bit because the 2 Sundays either side of that midweek tie are Copenhagen and Nordsjaelland, the title rivals. So let's go and get through to the fixtures, get straight into the first game because today all the action's on the pitch, and that's exactly how we want it. Loads of players ineligible, on loan from Copenhagen as always. So let's see the team we can put in, and let's see how we get on. Well, there are a couple of issues going into this run of fixtures over the next week. Primarily that both goalkeepers are unfit. Lerche's had a little knock. Beren's coming back from a longer injury. We're just going to have to play Lerche because he's first choice. Rail at left back, not the fittest in the world, but he's fitter than Schroeder, who misses out on the squad. As does Novicki, who'd finally found some form. And when we look through the rest of the squad, we've got no Palmer, no Park. We've lost our right wing basically. So Tobias Beck has had to switch over. Rothman playing off the left. And we'll just see how that works out for now. It means our 11 in full for today is Lerche on 1 leg in goal. And Yembi and Reel the fullbacks with Carlson alongside Carter at centre half. Witt, Harbo, Canel the midfield 3. Beck, Rothman, Hackford the front 3. There's lots of goals off the wing, not so many up front, but if there's ever a time to be a hero, Antoine Hackford, it's now. 6 changes for Copenhagen. It is a big, big tie for us this. And the reason Copenhagen are making changes, and this might benefit us, is if we go and have a look at what they've been doing, they are saving Danish football for the future basically. Copenhagen are on course for the Europa Conference final. But look at the fixture congestion it's given them. Midweeks every week, their cup semi-final was moved against Nordsjaelland because they were playing in the semi-final of Europe. I mean, it's an incredible effort, and they could yet win a treble, which would be famous. But we're out to stop that on at least one front. They've made lots of changes as a result. We're playing a rotated Copenhagen side. So with us at full strength bar their loanies, this should give us one hell of a chance. Let's pump the fist, let's ask the lads to put on a show. And let's hope that our best team is better than their rotated team. Well, probably not a bad thing in a triple header episode, but this has been an awful half. 40 minutes before the first highlight, And here we are with Copenhagen on the counter. They're only starting about 3 outfield players that played in midweek, but they're all knackered already, Horta and Nygren amongst them. And we're now keeping possession well. I'm just hoping we can wear them down, as Rothman wins a header straight back to Copenhagen's possession, and VIBORG goes back to Jolson. Our former keeper at Helsingborg, don't forget, and he's between the sticks looking solid tonight. As it's into midfield for Solbakken and Sissoko. Back to VIBORG. I mean, it's very competent, but it's not going anywhere. It's going to be one of those goals with 40 passes, or it's going to be an error in their half and we're going to nick in. But it's got to lead to something, because this has been going on for a whole minute now. Into Nygren in midfield. He's playing a little deeper today. Up to Horta. Can't imagine him being on much longer. That's through. He's offside. Got to be offside. There was no one near him. And if one of the fullbacks has played him on, doesn't deserve a gig. Thankfully he hasn't. It's 0-0. And at half time, it's been a shocker. Just one shot on target each. Neither of them shown in highlights. We only saw the offside goal. So let's get the lads motivated. Let's get into the second half. And I hope we get a better response, because now we're playing against some tired legs and I want to see us get on top here. But it's Copenhagen again on the attack down the left. Hackford hoofs it away. But if our centre forward is back on the edge of his own box, we've got trouble. Mikkelsen down the right for Copenhagen. To the byline. Into the box. And Nordsjaelland lets it under him. Oh, this was always going to happen. The goalkeepers weren't fit. And it's proven to be costly. Copenhagen's backup team of sorts is beating us. And as we get to the hour mark, we've got to think about changes. So we've got to look at what we want to do on the wings and up front. Tobias Beck looking anxious, but we haven't got a sub on the right. The only one I can bring on really is Oscar Burr, which is what I'm going to do. I'm also going to bring off Harbo, who's struggling with fitness, for Ben Williamson. We'll swap him and Canal because they're better the other way round. We're also going to take off Real at left back for Messick. We're basically left with no attacking subs at this point, which is a big problem in our situation. I'm going to bring on Jakobsen and put Carter at right back. It's stupid, but it allows one of our better players to get forward, and it allows us to get fresh legs on. We'll save the last sub 5 more minutes, and then Taylor or Winthrop will come on. Right, 15 minutes left. Rothman really struggling for fitness, so we're going to take him off. Williamson will stay box to box. Terry Taylor alongside, which way are they better? Doesn't make much difference, so I'm going to leave it like that. We've now got a centre midfielder and a right back playing as the 2 attacking wingers. We've got a striker who barely scores a goal up front. And we've got a midfield that's not looking great. And we've got a Copenhagen free kick into the box for 2-0. The title's gone. And that's how strong they've managed to get now. All that European money just sets them a world apart. They were already the biggest club in the country. And now they can afford to have a squad like this. They rotate, they still win comfortably. And we're now out of the title race. On to midweek we go. The Cup has just become a whole lot more important. Time for the Cup semi-final second leg. And lots of fitness tests are on the board. Again, both keepers. Again, lots of spare players. But David Palmer's fit enough to play a little while, which might help. I don't know whether to take the calculated gamble or not. There's 4 days left after this. And are we now out of the title race? That's the question. Copenhagen and Nordsjaelland, if they're playing each other in the Cup semi as well, they're playing every midweek between games. I still think there's a chance if we get a result this weekend. So because of that, I'm going to gamble a little bit on our selection here. We'll see who's fully fit, they can play. But if not, we might rotate a little. Let's go and pick our team for tonight. Back in a minute to run through it. Well, here is the half and half lineup then. David Palmer returns from injury. Harbo starts in midfield. Williamson's alongside him. That's still pretty strong. But at the back, we've taken a bit of a gamble. And we've tried to rest a couple for the weekend. So our lineup in full today is Nordsjaelland in goal. Burr and Schroeder the fullbacks with Jakobsen and Messick as centre half. Taylor, Harbo and Williamson a strong midfield 3. And then David Palmer, he'll get an hour today, alongside Rothman and Park in the front 3. On the bench, we've got a few strong players. Nowicki's on his way back, Carter's available, Real, and there's also a couple of the younger or backup ones in Hackford or Winther. Let's hope with a 1-0 advantage from the away leg, we've got enough to get through tonight. If we blow this one, I will be fuming. Just 3 changes for our opponents today. They wrapped up the league so far in advance, they're able to rest a few during the big games. For us, this is really important. I know we've got some weakened players in there. It's 8 changes in total, but a few of them do strengthen us. Williamson and Palmer could easily walk into our 11. Messick is one of many who's been first choice at centre-half this year, and Lerche still the first choice keeper. So let's get through to the match preview. A few of the lads motivated. About 6,500 in tonight. Not the best crowd, but fingers crossed enough to get us over the line. And we're back with 6 minutes on the clock as the goalkeeper for the visitors goes long downfield and Goma picks out Jacob here. Switch of play to Thompson. Burr closes him down, but not quickly enough. Rodriguez gets it. To Stengel. Through ball to Thompson. Lerche saves our bacon. This is not a good start. There's not much encouragement here. It probably should have been 1-0 to be honest. And we're back again with the visitors as another goal kick goes long downfield. This time Williamson intercepts. Park tries to release Palmer, but he's not able to get through. And Jacob picks it up for Thompson again. The man that should have given them the lead as they're getting behind at will here. Messick mops up this time and finds Williamson. Can we just get a goal? Just calm the nerves. But every pass, you're looking at some of these boys in possession. They're not even looking to pass forward or get on the turn. The ball's coming to them and they're passing straight back again. It's a very strange situation. It's not the way we normally play. It does suggest a lack of confidence despite relatively good form as Taylor intercepts this one to Park. Maybe it's just a disjointed backup team as Park turns. He's played really well there. Gets down the left-hand side. There's three arriving in the middle. To the byline he goes. Cross toward Palmer. And then on the rebound as the keeper palms it out. Harbo was brought down as he went to tap in. Jurchin Rothman will be on penalty duty. And he could all but wrap up this tie. It's not been a good start, but it's all about moments. Harbo arrived late. Oh no. Rothman's got it back though. Oh, they're not clearing the penalty rebound well. Hits the post, came back out to the defender. Basically passed it back to Rothman. And he couldn't get his feet sorted. It stays 0-0. Oh, is this a sign of things to come? I'm starting to get the feeling, superstition-wise, that it might not be our night tonight. As it goes long downfield towards Sonderskye, Jacobson's missed the header. Messick fails to clear. And now they're in behind down the right. Up to Thompson at the back post. Two missed the header. Oh, we're going to bottle it, aren't we? Against second-tier opposition, Jakobsen and Burr produce a combined useless. And with Rothman missing a pen, with Palmer struggling after injury. This is shocking. It is an absolutely shocking display. I'm going to demand more because we've been awful. But I don't think we're getting anything out of it. Half-time, Rothman's knackered, we're playing crap. And it's 1-0, 1-1 on aggregate. We're in big trouble. Let's get through to the dressing room. We're going to ask them to prove a point. Not that that did much in the first half. Have I even got a change for Rothman? He's still rated the best attacking player on the pitch. But no one else can play off the left-hand side. So I'm going to get through to the second half. We'll get to the hour mark. And don't forget, at that point, Palmer's got to come off too. Well, 10 minutes gone in the second half, and look who's back in possession. Our visitors. I know they've not been the better side here, but they've had so much more of the composed possession. And they're working down the left here with Thompson, who's given Burr an absolutely shocking game. How he's our best rated player, I don't know. As Ngoma picks it on the right. This is going to be big problems if we're not careful. Into midfield to Jacob. The team selection gamble is not paying off. Burr's been done by Thompson again. Just watch your man. Stop ball watching, seriously. We're going to go attack him. We're going to throw subs on. This is going to be the most underwhelming finish to a save ever. Do you know what we're going to do? Nowicki on the right. Park will go on the left. He's left-footed, so we'll just play him as an attacking winger. And then up front, we'll bring on Hackford as well. It's not the best front three we've named this season. It's arguably one of the worst. But hopefully it will do enough. Harbo, he's not fit. He's struggling. Have we even got a centre midfielder available? Probably not. I think we're going to go for Hayden Carter because he gives us the set-piece threat at the back. And Jakobsen, he can play in midfield alongside Williamson. I would ideally like to push Taylor in as well, but Jakobsen can't play the holding role. So we've gone attacking, we've made the triple change. Now let's see if we can get back into this. I mean, you look at the stats at this point and it looks like a smash and grab for the visitors. But from what we've seen in the highlights, it just hasn't depicted that. We have got a chance to come forward though, and that's disgusting. Get him off the pitch. Hackford brought down by a scything lunge. And Mosbrin is sent off, rightly so. 12 minutes to go. We're now playing 10 men. But this suited them in the first leg. They had the man less and they just sat in that low block. Look at them now. No one's even trying to get near our half of the pitch. They're just sitting behind the ball, 2 banks of 4. And making it incredibly difficult to break them down. Though Burr delivers to the back post to Park. Keeps it in on the byline into Hackford. How's he missed that? looked easier to score than hit the goalkeeper, and he somehow put it straight at him. We're piling the pressure on. Vicky with a free kick. Why did we need to see that? They've gone for a back five when they've only got 10 players on the pitch. That's incredible. No one up front. No one up there at all. As Burr comes forward again, he's got support down the right from Vicky. Gets to the byline. Chance to cross. Loads in there. Hackford's one. Oh, Rodriguez flies in with a tackle. It's brilliant defending. But how many is Hackford going to miss? Burr takes the corner kick to the back post. Carter's up. It's what we brought him on for. Vicky nods it back. And it still won't go in. Surely we create one golden chance now. Carter got options alongside him. Goes wide to Schroeder. Into Vicky. Keeper comes. And he gets there too. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's utter dominance. And we just cannot find a way through. Let's ask the lads. Well, we'll just encourage them because they're giving everything now. Yes, they've got themselves into a poor position. But they're doing everything to get back into it. Carter and Lerche, a little bit of confusion. But it's out to Burr on the right again. He's been very good going forward. Jakobsen carries the ball in midfield. Through to Hackford. He's in. Oh, it's straight at the keeper again. This has got to be a joke. Antoine Hackford. He's supposed to be a good finisher and nothing else. I don't know what's going on. Can he play off the right wing? He can a little. I'm tempted to put Vicky through the middle. Because he at least scores goals. I'm just going to leave it. We've got to trust. We're creating nothing, but we've got a free kick winner Vicky. Carter's up. Sodje heads away. Thompson, the match winner at the moment, gets it on the right. Might want to scout him if we're carrying on this save. As it's long towards Schroeder. He intercepts. There are just over 90 seconds now. His full forward is poor. Williamson can't get there. And it's up to Carter on halfway. Chance to carry it. And carry it. No one presses him. Vicky on the wide area. In across the box. It's straight at the keeper. Low, hard. Drill the ball. Why are you trying to float it in there? We're all under 6 foot. Carter picks it up again. There's 80 seconds to go. It's been coming for some time, but will it come before the final whistle? Burr delivers. Parks up. Back across goal. It goes over. What a frustrating night. We're going out to second tier opposition in the cup. It is now officially a smash and grab. Look at the time wasting. The ref's doing nothing about it. We've been waiting 25 seconds. Now approaching 30. And he's just standing there, not getting booked. We're now at 35 seconds. Well done, referee. You've bottled that, haven't you? Carter misses the header to Messick. This is the last chance to get it forward. Messick goes past halfway. He's no one pressing him. It's up to Hackford. It's aimless. It's desperate. Denisa picks it up in the middle. And they're going to win. You can bet your bottom dollar there will be nothing added to the 4 minutes here, despite the fact the keeper took over half a minute on that goal kick. In fact, we didn't even get to 4. We're out of the cup. Our expected goals, 3.35. Our actual goals, 0. That sums up the problem with Flavio Sampaio leaving in January. We've never replaced him, and in the biggest moments, it's cost us dearly. Rothman misses the penalty. Of course, that doesn't happen every day. But we've never had that goal threat since Sampaio left the club. Well done to the visitors. They defended low and they nicked the victory. But that is a really frustrating end because the cup, it was a great opportunity to win it. Well, another barrage of fitness tests, but I'm starting to feel like things are conspiring against us here. If we go back to the previous day, Daniel Harbo out for the season. And this is proper last chance saloon. It's been the ultimate bottle job so far. And if we don't win this game, we're out of it, aren't we? We need to win to go within 5 points of Copenhagen. The chances are we can't catch them anyway. It's well in their hands. But at least we could maybe nick second, and that would be a positive. So let's go and get into the fixtures against Nordsjaelland. Don't forget, the next 2 midweeks, them and Copenhagen face off in the Cup semi-final. But we won't be playing them in the final now, so who really cares? Let's go and pick our team. It'll be as strong as possible, but who knows what that means at the minute. And there we go. It's the team that I think gives us the best chance of winning. If we do go out the title race today, then I'll just play the youngsters the last couple of games because it could be the most anticlimactic end to a save ever. But let's have a look at the lineup in full. Lerche keeps his place in goal. 2 awful performances when we most needed success. And Yembi and Real in at fullback with Carter alongside Carlson at centre-half. Vic, Cannell and Williamson the midfield 3. And then Palmer, Beck and Navicki the front 3. Hopefully we can get a victory, but I'm not holding my hopes up too much. 2 changes made for Nordsjaelland today. It's a strong side. They've got Jake Roberts up front, who always scores against us. And the likes of Yildiz, Lasmi, Escalante, they're brilliant players. So let's get through the dressing room. Let's ask the lads to cause an upset, and it would be an upset at this point, and see if we can get the win that keeps us in the title race. We got lucky against them last time at home, but on the roads, this is going to be far trickier. Well, not even a minute on the clock, and we're back for a corner kick for Nordsjaelland. Another missed header from our defence in the box, and Kiervo keeps it in. Finds Escalante. From the left, back to Graves. Wide to Nygaard on the right, into Lasmi. Lovely effort. Curls just over the bar. Well, 10 minutes to half-time. The game has calmed down a lot, but we've now got an attack down the right-hand side. Something we haven't seen for a long time in any of the games today, as Carter picks the ball up. Goes all the way back to his keeper, and our attack turns to just miserly possession. Long ball forward towards Beck, flicks on for Navicki, who is offside. It's away as far as Devlin. Hoof downfield. Carter brings it down. Has space to run into. Finds Cannell. Looks down the line to Palmer. There's 2 in the box. One of them's Tobias Beck, and he's given us the lead against the run of play. Maybe it's not quite over yet. And we're back with another free kick into 2 minutes of first half stoppage time. It's a poor one from Coulson, but a header clearance is only as far as him again. Back to Hayden Carter and Anyembi. Do not go back to the keeper again. Short to Rio and Williamson. Playing well in the midfield here, though Devlin wins the challenge. Commentators curse again. Lasmi on the right, back to Devlin. To Graves. They're keeping it well at the back. But are we going to be able to stop them? We're trying to press it high, but instead it's long towards Roberts. Kiervo will play him back in. Played onside by Anyembi, or Carter I think it was, and tipped behind by Lerche. Good goalkeeping to save us. That would have been an awful time to concede. It could be even worse though, because the corner's about to come in, and at the back post we head it away. And at half time, against the run of play, we're nicking it by a 1-0. Let's go and tell the lads to keep working hard. Fingers crossed we can find an answer. But I'm not too confident at the minute because we haven't played that well, quite frankly. And we're approaching the final half an hour as Cannell puts a corner in off the crossbar from Coulson. Cleared away for a throw-in. We're going to have to look at David Palmer soon. He's struggling physically. Can maybe bring Park on and put Navicki out on the right. Worked well in the cup game, albeit we didn't score. And then maybe some changes in midfield because I'm looking at the yellow to Vit. Thinking Terry Taylor for him would be a good change. We're going to take Navicki on the right, Palmer off for Park, and we'll leave the rest of the subs another 10 minutes. But 1-0 up, it's an ugly performance, but if we win, that's all that matters at the moment. We've got to try and salvage something from our season, and staying in the title race would help that. Let's have a look at other changes we can make as we approach the final 15 minutes. Carter's really struggling, and he's on a yellow. I'm going to take him off. I know it's a risk, but still. Ivan Mesic is on for him. I'm going to take Tobias Beck off for Rothman, and I'm going to bring Jakobsen on for Luca Cannell or Ben Williamson. Let's do Williamson. Into stoppage time. We've gone time wasting. We've kept it quiet second half, and we have held on for an ugly win. A good finish to a disastrous week. Yes, we can no longer win the Danish Cup. Yes, we've given Copenhagen one hell of a head start in the league. But they've got fixture congestion, they're still on for a treble, and with 5 points behind from 3 games to go, we've got a slight chance, a sniff. So here's the very simple plan for the last 3 games of the season. Randers at home on paper is one of the easier matches. They're 5th in the league, is a home game, we should get the victory. The final 2 games, a bit more interesting. Bromby at home, a big side that under-delivered due to European exploits, and an Edgeburg away. That could be crucial. Can we take the title race to the wire? Can Copenhagen drop points? And don't forget, Nordsjaelland are still ahead of us too, so we're going to need them too as well. But if you did enjoy this episode, plenty of heartbreak followed with a glimmer of light right at the end, then please do put a thumbs up on the video and subscribe for daily Football Manager content. We got Brighton tomorrow, a big finish to the season in that one. The series link's up in the eye above, so please do give it a try if you haven't already, before our big finish to the season and the save here on Thursday at 3:30. There's also the latest top 3 in the eye above, our best rebuilding challenges for FM23. But thank you for watching as always. Our new top 3 is above my head now. I hope that gives you some inspiration for next year's game, but we'll be back next time to finish off this year's one. See you there.